Hello and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. It's episode 7 today. I know it's been quite a while since episode 6 got uploaded, but in a previous episode we did finish 7th and 10th, I think. So we are sort of consolidating that sort of 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. And the 7th round takes us back to Guildford, back to sort of a Silverstone type of track. And without further ado, let's get into it and start off with these 5 emails we've got. So yeah, our car drops quite a lot actually, 41%, but that does get fixed pretty quickly. And we've got another interview, Channel 6 yet again. I think I got this maybe in a previous episode or one before that, but yeah, they certainly like to ask a lot of questions, don't they? So they use team orders in the race, yeah. Basically, call me Ferrari, team orders, yeah. That's totally what Silver Racing does. Something that fans are not particularly keen on. Team orders are a factor, like they're just going to have to suck it up, yeah. Like, no one gets in the way of Amanda, do they? Yeah. Eduardo's absolutely fuming. He went down 10%. It's moral. Pit crew review. Yeah, I don't think we made any mistakes. Mistake-free weekend, so it's good to know. And let's see how the car's developing. So we are quite far into the season, so I think we got to start looking at next year's car. In fact, we can design a new part, but do we try and save our money for maybe a new building for the next race? I reckon we do. I reckon we stick with what we've got. We seem to have good sort of parts at the moment. And let's have a look at the drivers, see if we can extend Amanda's contract. Yeah, we've got 29 months, so maybe it's not worth it. Might try and sack Eduardo at the end of this sort of season, but he does have 29 months left, so I imagine they would want quite a lot of money. Let's try and improve the parts. So apparently they're working on the parts. Yeah, that'll be because we just finished a race. And wow, sponsor offers. More sponsor offers. So we've got an empty slot now. These are the fixed payments, so these just stay the same. So that's 10 races. Wow, 10 races for 1 million, but we get that right away. Or we do get, I think we get more money for this, but it's over a longer period. So do we go short or long term? How can we go long term? Like, we're trying to build up like money towards 7-8 million, so it's definitely the smart move. It would help us overall in the long term. And the car's repaired now, so we can start to go to work and improving these parts. So what just need improving? Yeah, these two got banned, which are pretty good, but this does have a risk of rule break that's medium, but yeah, currently it seems to be passing. What needs work in terms of reliability? Yeah, we can improve this performance and we can do that. I don't think much needs improving, to be honest with you. Yeah, what we can improve a little bit. So these are all peaked out. We can improve the front wing through reliability. Maybe that's a good shout, actually. So let's improve both of these. Let's allocate a few stuff. Yeah, so both are done. That's literally perfect. And let's get to the next race in Guildford. Oh wow, we've got a bit of a vote here. I've only done one vote before, as you probably saw. It was involving, I think, it was the Chinese Grand Prix, wasn't it? And also, actually, there was another one involving refueling in the next season. So, longer races coming. So we're going to be voting on if longer races is going to happen in the near future. So I'll join you when I get to the vote. So I found out what the vote's for. It's actually a 21 lap race on average, so that's actually quite a lot more. I think currently it's about 15-16 laps. So we got to decide what we want to go for. It'll place more of an emphasis on overall team quality as well as on race strategy. I think we've got quite a good formula as it is, to be fair. I reckon it's like a good length. It's got a bit of strategy to it. Like, you know, when I won that race with Eduardo, my number 2 driver, it did absolute bits of strategy, sort of going against the crowd, trying for one stop, and it worked absolute treat. So I'm going to vote against, I reckon, in this case. So I go against, Firebird goes against, couple 4, it's going to be a tight one. Which way is it going to go? Oh no, it's going to go 4, back to even. Oh no, against. There we go, the last vote decides it. Yes, against. So we are going to stay. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, he's got 2 times votes, so yeah, that really makes a difference. But it looks like we're going to stay with the shorter races, which I'm all happy for. So that's all good, and I'll get to the race. So it's just stopped us with 7 days to go to the next race, and we've got a few more emails. We've got a bit of a dilemma here, so we need to work out what it's all about. So I've heard from some of my friends at Track and Race Team China. They often spend time practicing their pit stops in a dedicated factory at the track in Guildford. I was wondering if we could take the pit crew down there themselves. It will be a great benefit. So we could not do it potentially, but that would do nothing. Or we could spend 500 grand but improve everyone's pit crew stats. Is it worth it for an extra sort of half a second maybe? I reckon it's worth it in the long term if we can sort of keep and retain our pit crew. It's definitely a good long-term investment. More about long term if you haven't noticed in this episode. So let's confirm that. So hopefully I'll be happier sort of being funded, money's pumping into the actual team, improving the team as a whole, improving every employee. And our next race will be in Guildford. It's a 13 lap race, so not that many laps at all. It might be a 1 or 2 pit stop race. Yeah, quite a long lap as expected. There could be a bit of rain, so got to have my head screwed on, sort of checking for weather, seeing if there's any chance to maybe sneak a podium. But let's travel there and jump into practice. Hopefully we can sort of be quite competitive this race. Try and aim for a podium. And I'm not going to show you practice as I haven't in the last sort of few episodes. I haven't really shown you practice just because it's quite boring, in fact. So yeah, I'll skip the race for you and sort of let you catch up with what happened during practice, or if anything did happen that was exciting in there. I'll see you just before the race. Oh jeez, we've just come to the end of practice, and wow, look at that. We've got a 1-2. Amanda, wow, 1.5 seconds ahead of second place. That's pretty impressive. And I know a lot of people were in wets and it did rain during practice, but that's an incredible result. So looks like we could do quite well for this race. Oh yeah, but third place we did do them laps on the inters, so that's probably why. But we did seem to get quite a nice setup for Amanda's car, so hopefully she can sort of make her way through the pack. She might start quite far down. I think in sort of, yeah, she starts in 17th, so that is quite far down, but hopefully she can start to make up some positions pretty early on. So for Amanda, I'm going to get a plus 10% performance increase. I reckon that'll be pretty handy and super soft. I don't think, is it due to rain? It was not due to rain for the foreseeable future, so I think I'll be good. A 5% performance increase. And for Eduardo, I'm going to go for the same. Hard tyres wear more slowly. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be using those hards today, are we? So the car setup, I've got that the angle was a bit wrong. We need slightly more angle, but both the handling and speed balance were good. So yeah, we've run quite a lot more angle. I'll do well, and then we need to get the speed balance back in to the green. We need to go back to excellent. There we go. I should do it nicely. That's a bit far out as well, so hopefully I'll do pretty well. The tyres, I'm going to go super soft because we do have that plus 5% performance increase. And what is the situation with fuel? Oh, okay, so 6 laps, 13 laps. I'm going to go for a 2-pitter with Amanda. But for Eduardo, I'm going to go for one pit strategy and use not much fuel. This did sort of work in the previous episode. Well, not in the previous episode, but the episodes where one with Eduardo, episode 5. If you haven't watched it, I think you should, because it was an incredible win, quite frankly. So I'm going to try and repeat what works. So yeah, you shouldn't, like, say if something works, you shouldn't sort of mess around with a formula, just double down on it. So could go for super softs. Got to try and do 7 laps. So yeah, I'm gonna go for super softs and hope they're quicker. Yeah, just slightly quicker. Maybe I'm gonna go for softs, and so when it comes to the final bit of the stint, the final bit of a 7-lap stint, we can sort of not be too cautious about our tyres and sort of still have a bit of life in them. So we're going to do full fuel for him, but we're going to start Eduardo. I'm conserving his tyres, but low fuel most importantly, so he's not going through it like crazy really. So Amanda can go neutral or neutral medium I should say. And let's start the race. So it's the second race in Guildford. In Silverstone we've got 5 lights. And away we go. It's a good start by Mello. Oh, we got just banged out by the pack a bit. But look at Amanda. She's made a couple of positions. Up into 15th. She just needs to keep on going. She's got the inside of this long right-hander. She needs to get in the slipstream a bit. Try and push a bit. I'm going to get her to try and make a few positions early on when the whole crowd is bunched up. And now we've got 16th and 15th. Amanda needs to get past Mello pretty quickly. I'm afraid to use team orders a little bit, but I might have to. I know Eduardo wouldn't be best pleased about that. Oh yeah, but hopefully, by the looks of it, we won't have to use team orders. Amanda's got the insides and went through those series of corners in 15th, and now she can start to hunt down 14th and try and make her way up the pack. Eduardo's did a good lap as well. Oh no, I meant Arbeloa, sorry. I always get my names confused. But Arbeloa's just got the fastest lap. He's in 2nd place now, so yeah, he's got off to a decent start. Amanda's in 15th. Oh, she might lose the position. She's back into 16th. It's not really working for Amanda, is it? Maybe I should have put her in a one-stop strategy. Mello is 20th, but he's in the counter strategies to everyone, so we just got to be patient with him. I think we were 20th in the race where we did win. So, who knows, time will tell with him. It is a short race, it's only 13 laps this one. Amanda's in this massive scuffle. Wow, it's 4 wide into that series of corners, that little chicane. And now we're on for main straight. Can we squeeze any positions? Squeeze in the outsides. Hang it over the outside, yes. We've made a couple of positions. Now we can go back to hunting 14th place, or maybe battling with 16th. We've got to defend a little bit. So where is Mello? Mello is sort of keeping on the back of his pack a little bit. He's still got sort of the sight on him, so it's not even too far. He's 7.7 seconds behind. That is going up actually, quite a bit. I'm going to put him on neutral for his tyres, because I reckon he can sort of not be too cautious of them. That's why I put him on the soft, so he doesn't have to be literally on back up all the time, which would be really slow. And while I was catching up with 19th place. But where is Amanda? Amanda's not having a good day at the office. I'm not sure what's happened to her. Maybe she was partying like Eduardo. Maybe she's sort of slightly hungover or something. Celebrating being like 4th in the driver's standings. She needs to... If she wants to be my number 1 driver, she needs to prove it. Prove why she wants to be up there, why she should be up there, why she deserves it. Because, yeah, missed performance is a bit diabolical, to be honest with you. Yeah, we have made a position to go back into 15th. I might actually start to pit her very, very soon. Maybe I should have gone for an early pit stop. Quite a lot of people have actually gone in the pits already. So we're quite our way into this. I'm going to push the tyres a bit with Mello just to warm them up a bit. We do actually have... We're not in last place overall out of all the people who have not pitted yet. Evans is last, so he's not had a good race whatsoever. Amanda can pit at the end of this lap. I'm going to put her in an aggressive strategy. She's going to go on super softs again. Top up with a bit more fuel, 5 laps worth of fuel. She's going to do a four lap stint coming up. And wow, look at this risk level. I'm not sure what's happened. Everyone's fatigued by the looks of it. 44%. Are you kidding me? Why is it so high? I thought it upped everyone's stats for 500,000. Jeez Louise, has just wasted £500,000 on basically nothing by the looks of it. We're going to have to go unbalanced. I don't feel that confident going with risky. I might go risky with Mellow's strategy. And just hope it pays off, but I'm going to have to look into that. Because that's absurd. 44% on balance of failing for pit stop. That's like Red Bull in 2016. Anyway, let's check how the pit stop does go. Mellow goes past. Yeah, mistake. What a surprise. What a surprise. It cost us 2 seconds. Valdir. What are you doing, mate? Oh dear, Valdir, Valdir. But Mellow is in 3rd place now. We will have to pit again. We are battling side by side. So we'll have to complete this lap and then try and go for another lap. So it would be a bit risky. Will we be able to do it? We'll find out soon. We need to keep him on that low strategy. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it around. It might be my first retirement of the season actually, but we will see. We'll sure well damn see. Amanda, maybe I can get her to push a bit on the fuel. And Mellow's now in 1st place. Mellow's now in 1st place. I'm going to have to. I'm going to put him on some super softs for the last 6 laps actually. Fill him up right to the top. And I'm going to go fast here and just hope that it doesn't cost me too much time. But Mellow is now free to push on his tyres quite a bit, but keep that fuel in low. I'm not sure if he will make it round. He's got quite a lot to do still. But with Amanda, she's going to push on the tyres and fuel, try and make up those all-important positions. If Mellow does retire, we need to try and get that 9th place, that all-important 9th place. Just get that big sort of sponsor objective of 750,000, I think, if I'm not wrong. And Mellow's out of fuel. Mellow's out of fuel. Can he make it round? Apparently he's out of fuel. He's just tiptoeing round. I think he has made it, but at what cost? So we're going to see if there's any mistakes. If that's all complete. One last thing. Has it paid off? Yes. So it's about 55% risk strategy paid off. So now we can go medium in our fuel and can go neutral in our tyres. And we are in a good position with Mellow. We don't have to pit again. We can go straight to the end. And we are 22 seconds behind, but everyone else above him has to pit again. With Amanda's just up the road, but she does have to sadly pit. So it might not be the best race for her. When do I pit her? She's got a fair bit of fuel left. I'm going to let her complete this lap plus one more, and then I think we'll be in a good position to pit. If I ease off the tyres a little bit, just because they're starting to warm up. And we're on to the 9th lap, only 5 to go. This is where it gets down to the nitty gritty section. How is the one stop going to work? When people do start pitting, where will Mellow come out? Is anyone in the pits now? No, not quite. No one's completed 2 pit stops yet. I think everyone's going to be doing it at the end of this lap. Let's pit Amanda before we forget. Let's go for softs, and we'll have 4 laps of fuel. How much time does that add? That's 0.7 seconds. So I'm going to just not add for fuel. Not over fuel too much. I'm going to go for the balanced, and let's go for her and pit her. So with Mellow is fighting side by side, and wow, he made a position up. On for soft strategy, super soft strategy I should say. Let's see what happens with Amanda. I'm going to put her on medium fuel. And people are going to start coming into pits any second now. I wonder if Arbelow is going to come in the pits. No, he's going round yet again. I wonder if he's got enough fuel, but 3rd place is coming in the pits. Let's see where Mellow is. The person's just come out of the pits. It looks like he's had a good pit stop. But Mello's coming through. Yes, he's overtook him. What an overtake. And Amanda's had a good pit stop as well, so that's good to know. Oh no, what's a mistake? 3.3 seconds. Oh wow, look at this, look at that. Did anyone see that? It was sort of glitching out. But most importantly, Mello's still ahead of everyone who's made 2 pit stops, only by 2.3 seconds, and he does have worse tyres, but we will see how that progresses as the race is coming to its conclusion. Only 3 more laps to go after this one. Can start to push on Mello's tyres. Want to keep them within our operating window, not too cold, not too hot. But I reckon we can maybe get a podium here. It depends if the people in front of us do pit. And I feel like we have to. Yeah, a lot of coming into pits. And it looks like we've overtook them all. I don't think. Yeah, we are first out of everyone who's made 2 pit stops. Amanda's just gone backwards, bless her. Not sure what's happened to her. Just needs a bit of a rest, doesn't she? Oh wow, and that car stopped. All in momentum. Someone coming out of the pits. Our Sadit coming out of the pits and just blocking us out. It's not what you want to see. But Mello is doing pretty well. He is being caught. 6th place, has pitted twice, so he is in better tyres. Might be a case of trying to block this person off. We do have excess fuel, so let's try and push a bit and let's try and get out of slipstream range 4. Sabado, that's his name. Yeah, we don't want to give him any unnecessary slipstream. Now tyres are aching a bit, 42%, but we do have to keep on pushing. There's not much we can do. And well, our below has pitted twice and is still ahead of us, so sadly it's not going to be a first place for us, but we can try and hang on to maybe a potential 2nd place. Hopefully a potential 2nd place we will find out very soon. Oh wow, I think I overfueled Amanda a bit, so I can push her really hard on the fuel. But look at this, oh no. Oh, Mello, it's just not the day. Oh wow, 2nd place does have a mechanical problem though. He just got overtook, but he does have a mechanical problem. Can we do anything about it? We only have 27% of our tyres left, so it's going to be really hard to the end, but Sabado does have a problem with his tyres. Can we sort of potentially catch up? It depends how catastrophic it is, how much it affects his performance. We are on low fuel, so I'm going to go back onto medium with that. Hopefully we can make it to the end. I think we can. And with Amanda, let's just try and push. Let's get as many points as we can with Amanda. I'm not sure if she's close to anyone. Yeah, I think 13th place is quite far away. And he is on the better tyres, but if we do push, who knows what could happen. Mello's now trying to defend from 4th place. Can we keep this podium? Can we keep this podium? We've got 2 corners to go. Just a nice chicane. It's a sprint to the line. Can we keep it? Can we keep it? Oh, he's catching up. And yes, it's the 3rd place. A nice little podium there. Nice little ends to the race. Silver Racing's home Grand Prix. We got a nice podium. I think our first podium in Guildford. I don't think we did that well in a previous race. So, Mello doing well for the fans. Look at that, a nice 3rd place. 3rd and 14th. I'm not sure what happened with Amanda, but for one pit strategy, look at that. The only person to do 1 pit. Everyone else did 2. And it seems to pay off. It did pretty well. I don't think Eduardo would have been that high up if we didn't put him on that counter strategy. So let's look at the driver standings and see how we compare. I think Eastwood Motorsport did win that race, sadly. And I think we are sort of competing on sort of trying to get 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. So that is a bit of a big blow. But let's have a look. So in the standings, Eduardo does go up 2 positions up into 7th place on 90 points. Oh wow, joint 7th place. Look at it, it's 90. We can't quite see it. I'll just let you see it. Yeah, look at this. We've got 90, 90 and 90. So it's extremely close. And in the team standings, we are 4th place, so we have dropped down. Oh well, it's Eastwood Motorsport that are now in 1st. But look how tight it is. Look how tight it is. We're on 186 points. And Guardia Racing is on 189 points, so it's 3 points. It's all to play for in the last 3 races. I wonder how it's going to end this little season. Oh, that's it. Please, fingers crossed. Yes, get in there. Whew. Certainly don't want that third place taken away from me. That well-deserved third place. There we go. A nice little podium for us. Eduardo, you little beauty. Yeah, Eduardo making moves. Joint 7th place now. He's not doing too badly. I am considering keeping him now after his 2 little good performances. We can start try and work on him, try and work on his stats, try and put in a lot of training and money into him. Hopefully he does improve. I'm starting to get a bit of an emotional connection with Eduardo now. Dare I say it. Sammy, I sort of don't want to get rid of him now. And 3rd place in the race is actually pretty good considering I gave him a worst car. He was extremely unhappy with his car. Didn't really like it that much. So 3rd place is actually really good. His morals improved a little bit. And his driver form, yeah, look about 7.6%. So it's really good. Yeah, he did have a bad start to the season, if you can see in the Black Sea in Munich, 1.6. But then he started to perk up a bit, back up to, wow, 9.19. And that was our first race in Guildford, actually. So I'm mistaken. It's our first race in Guildford. We gave the fans a good little showing. A home Grand Prix as a team. And we made a massive chunk of money that can go to developing our headquarters in the very near future. Will definitely be before the end of this little season. That's 10 races long, and we've completed 7 of them. So in the next episode, we'll be going back to Portugal. I think it's a bit of an alternate track layout, so it is slightly different. But in the next episode, I am going to investigate why the pit crew is so risky. 44% for a balanced stop. Pretty high, isn't it? And I would be responding, or I'd actually respond to this interview now for you at the end of this episode. So Eduardo had to apologise to the representative from Guildford today after he soaked her in a shower of champagne spray at the podium. Oh wow, I absolutely love Eduardo. What an absolute geezer, what a lad, you know. Gets caught clubbing, and then a couple of weeks later he gets some more bad press about spraying someone with champagne. Eduardo was just playing around. Yeah, I want to defend him. If you're standing on the podium, you should expect to get soaked. So I want to defend Eduardo in a light-hearted, banterous way. So let's go with this. Yeah, we can't sort of slate Eduardo. He was just having a bit of fun, wasn't he? Bless him. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'll see you in Portugal. If you've enjoyed this episode, or if you're enjoying this series so far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, give any sort of feedback. If you want positive and negative, I'd love to hear from you. And I also stream over on Twitch. I sort of stream simulators, racing games. Maybe I might even stream a bit of this in the near future. It's twitch.tv/IceEagleTV. But thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure being able to show you this latest episode of Motorsport Manager, and I'll see you in the next episode. So it's a very good goodbye from me. Goodbye.